What's going on, people? Back again with another Red Talk. Cass, what you telling me?
Excited, gassed. I'm forming dimples because I've been smiling so much all week. I've said some madness before because you can't say cheeks these days without a mad pause getting involved. So do you know what I mean? Like, it's a good day. Got lunch with a certain someone as well. It's just all falling in place. Chelsea gonna get smoked. Yeah, man. It's just a good week, man. I couldn't be happier, honestly.
I hear you. I actually hear you, bro. It's a good time. Like this, it's a good time to be a United fan, bro. I'll be real. I'm super relaxed about the whole situation because even if like the manager comes in and there's certain players that I want to play and they don't play or whatever, bro, like this is the first time in a long time, actually since Van Gaal, that I trust this bro. You know them ones. The Van Gaal appointment came off the World Cup gas, third in the World Cup. Remember, he changed the goalkeepers, won the penalty shootout. I was gassed, blood. After that, Van Gaal coming in, this is the most confident I've been and most like optimistic I've been since the Van Gaal coming in, bro. Like this is it for me, bro. Like I know we're gonna play a certain brand of football similar to LVG. I know what I'm gonna get, bro. I know I'm gonna get a guy that wants to do things his way. Do you know what I'm saying? And brother, yeah, bro, I can't lie. We're gonna be on stuff. We're gonna be on stuff.
I've been saying it too, bro. I just had a whole little 20-30 minute segment on Amorim as he got announced, innit? And I'm saying, yeah, man. It's like they said one question as well. They said, how long do you think it's before you start like winning leagues or competing anyways? Right. I said 2 summers. I said, how long are you giving? I said 2 summers. I said, and he's like, what do you mean 2 summers? I'm like,
yeah.
And I was trying to explain to big up Just
what does competing mean? What does competing mean?
Like to you? Like for me, competing is like, you know, we're obviously in a tussle with title for the league, innit?
Yeah, but the reason why I say competing, yeah, is because
if you
Chelsea are gonna compete this season. Chelsea are competing at the moment. Chelsea are competing at the moment.
Yeah, none of that. Okay, let's call it. I expect a title race then, if you want to put that
okay. That's what I mean. Competing and title race ain't the same thing. Like a lot of people.
Yeah. You know, you're right. No, you're actually very right. You're very right. Because I've used that in that same way as well. This shit for this season, anyways. But I reckon competing for other trophies is just a box standard. Let's get that straight.
Yeah, no matter who the manager is,
in 2 summers, I will expect a title race. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't think we need 3-4 years. Ragnick said it himself. You don't need 3-4 years to be established. You know, for me, you need 2 summers. Scrubs are already on the way out.
Facts.
You know, Lindelof's on the way out. Maguire's on the way out. Ericsson, I don't think he's a scrub, but he's served his time. He's on his way out, respectfully. And then and people are gonna be on the way in. And obviously, like if you know, again, I might have to just for you and some of the targets allegedly, anyways. And there's some decent names that people have never heard of, by the way. Certain Stuttgart man, Steeler, one that we're looking at apparently. Eze's obviously nailed on. I think that's quite known, anyways. The left wing back situation, apparently, we might be going in for signing in January.
Yeah. January, we have to. It's non-negotiable for me. I think that's the one position we have to go in, and regardless of how much it costs, because the wing backs are the most important players in the system.
Yeah. But I don't, again, just to explain that point, in it, like obviously I expect 2 summers to be. The squad should overall look very good. Youngsters should be developed enough, anyways, if it all goes to plan, of course. And then that's what I should expect. I don't think it needs 3-4 years. I think that's just stupid. Everyone thinks because Arteta took 4 or 5 years to get, or 3-4 years to get on a pedestal, doesn't mean that needs to be the same for another club, because their squad was way worse than most top 6 teams. Their squad was horrendous. So that's that's why it took so long for them. And I think we obviously have more money to spend at our disposal than what obviously Arsenal have afforded. So yeah, man, I'm just happy for Ahmed, man.
Bro, yeah. You know what it is? The style of football is gonna suit Ahmed. It's really, really gonna suit Ahmed. But it's gonna be interesting to see where he uses everyone, because the more I actually research how he plays, the more I see multiple ways he can use the players. I think the only player that I can't find a position for in his squad is Rashford. He's the only one.
I got one for now. Like the way. All right, cool. So I'm not gonna go and sit here like I'm a mad Amorim expert, but the last few days I've been watching video after video after even old ones. They've just been popping up on my own algorithm, on my own profile and all that kind of. I've just been watching bears in it, and I was like, cool. I can see what kind of profile he kind of likes up front now. It's kind of obvious. I can see what 10's different from the other 10. I can see what his wing backs are technically not even wing backs; they're wingers and all that. And that's just basic stuff. But I think he would utilize Rashford up front. And you know what?
That's what I said to these lot. I said that's the only position, that I could kind of see him being used in. He doesn't fit any other one.
Yeah. So from there, I have to call. I like these two. No, there's one channel I like. The other one, I think he's got good content, but he's in real life, he's an arrogant bastard to me, anyways. Statman Dave and James Lawrence Alcott, it's all going so well until they want to put their mates in the starting lineup for what they do, innit? And it's not me just saying that they're crap at content. I like James Lawrence Walker. He's actually a really nice guy if you've ever spoke to him and whatnot. But it's like, I know you've done content with these lot. I know you're doing this because of your mates. How dare you put Mount? Mount will fit the system, but his first video was Rashford on the right 10.
Which one is this? Statman Dave or
no Amorim? No
or
Lawrence Walcott. Yeah, James. Big up James.
Yeah, because you know what it is. Yeah,
he put Rashford there. And
I've only seen one of
Mount there. And
I've only seen one of his videos. And do you know what I mean? I like
you put Rashford in there too.
I like the production and stuff like that, and he's a cool brother. But I didn't agree with the team he put out at all, bro. Do you know what I mean? And it was a bit fishy to me. So I was like, nah.
Fishy.
I was like, nah, this ain't right, innit? Because like you're being disingenuous here. Like I've watched enough. Yeah, I've watched enough tactical stuff. I even watched the game the other night. And some of the players they were putting in certain situations, like even with the midfield stuff, everyone knows Kobe Mino's my baller, but bro, he ain't got the legs, to play in the 8, for Amorim. Not only the legs, but he ain't got the passing ability either, bro. Like to me, I don't see him as an Amorim 8, in there with Ugarte, bro. Like he doesn't pass better than Casemiro.
I've been reserving my judgment on that as well a little bit, but at the same time, what I kind of notice is see his high line and see the way he plays, and obviously center mid that's to play in tight spaces. That's and receive it's receive.
No, but that's more the 2 10s.
Yeah. I know. I mean, even when that's a center mid when he goes further forward, because they call it like I said, a fancy word for box to box, a segundo volante. Yeah, but if you fancy word for box to box, that drops deep to collect the ball, right? Anyways, if you press up your midfield, your back line, and then all of a sudden, the press should become a lot better. Everyone's more closer and everything. In that little situation, he might have to change the way his 8 is as of now to suit more of a Kobe Mino, because we have nobody else to.
I don't think so that. Because here's the thing though.
Short, quick passes. Kobe's
but here's the thing though. Bruno Fernandes though. Think about that. I could definitely see a world where Bruno plays in the 8 next to Ugarte. I could definitely see it in this system, bro, because Bruno's got the legs that Kobe don't have. So I'll be real. I could see Bruno playing in the 8, and I could see Kobe playing in the 10.
You mean for this season? Yeah, we're gonna talk about for this season, right? Yeah,
I'm talking about for this season before he brings in his own guys, because he's gonna want to look for the guys with the closest profile to what he's already got. He ain't got no time. Do you know what I'm saying?
I hear what you mean. I want to see Kobe in one of those 10s personally. You know the Gonçalves role. Yes. Gonçalves don't have mad pace like that. Like for me, anyways. But he's got a great acceleration and burst, and it's just about getting into tight space in and around the half space, right? We talked about this before, didn't we? Do you remember? We was talking about the Thomas Frank, and we said, you know what? I quite like the idea of the 3 at the back. So,
bro, I've been calling for this 3 at the back.
Because you know what it's for me with the Bruno Ugarte thing in the end is it's always going to come down to the element of control. Like, is there going to be enough control in this? Like, because obviously if you look at Marita and like Hillman, they both got some sort of element of good football in terms of.
I know.
But for now, I hear what you're saying, because again, my last part is thinking of goals as well. At the same time, he might like to see Bruno up into one of further 10s potentially and try it out. He's gonna have to try it out anyways.
No, I think he'll try. I think he'll start Bruno in the 10, but I can see him, I can see him dropping Bruno back if he doesn't feel like he has a profile that is similar. Because I'll be honest, like people talk about mobility and that, bro. Cass is just as mobile as Kobe Mino, bro. Kobe Mino don't get up and down. You get me? Like Kobe Mino's not got no explosiveness, bro. Like he's not an up and down player, bro. Cass is probably more mobile than him. Like
You know what
Kobe's
I like about
more
the tens as well?
agile. Kobe's more agile in terms of like turning and that. But in terms of just getting up and down the pitch, he's no more mobile than Casemiro.
He gasses with. I said he runs with a parachute on. That's what I call Bruno.
Bro, like if you see Man United when we're getting counter-attacked, a lot of the time you just see him kind of jogging back and that. Like he's not a powerful runner, innit? Up and down, bro.
The two tens as well, he allows them to float.
Exactly. But that's what I think Kobe is our floating 10 in that system. Like Bruno in the 8, Kobe and Ahmad in the 10 in between the lines would be absolute madness, bro. If man have to play Bruno. You know what I mean? Because I play Casemiro and Ugarte, but bro, Kobe and Ahmad in them 2 floating 10 positions is dynamite, bro.
I think so. We spoke about it. What was it, last week or the week before when we was talking about it like that? So yeah, I think so for this season, anyways. Because Bruno, it is that Kobe don't have that Bruno has is obviously the switch, and that's one thing that he likes is a switch. The 6/8 is the 6/8. Just destroy and give short passes, give them off. Do you know what I mean? Sit in with one of the centre backs because in possession, obviously build up. Shall I say one of the centre backs will go next to you, a bit like John Stones with Rodri. But for me, it's just like from there on and out, it's like I can see in a way where I don't see how Bruno will adapt to tight spaces.
He can't play
10, and he can't play. That's not back to
but
goal.
This is why Bruno, I think he can play the 8 because you'll get a bit more space in that floating 10 position. Yeah, you have to play maximum 2 touches, and Bruno's not a 1-touch player, bro. Do you know what I mean? And the only way you can get away with not playing in a 1-touch is if you've got that little turn of foot that Kobe has and Ahmad have, where they can drop the shoulder, take a touch. Bruno can't do that.
You might see Garnacho as a left wing back.
Bro, not might, bro. Garnacho's on wing back duty, blood. That's his thing, bro. I've been telling these lot. You, man, am I lying? Did I not tell you, man? Garnacho's a wing back.
Both big, and this is where you got to say when it comes to the tacticals, both of them have said in separate videos before, about Garnacho. I think it was James, did it about Garnacho for now has to be doing the left wing back if there's no other option. Before Anthony will end up getting that position, or it'll be Amas. One or the other will get that position because it's a supporting role. Yeah, it's not an attacking role exactly; it's a supporting role. Someone like
you're just a decoy, blood, to just make the pitch wide, so the ballers can play, blood.
Because the low can't do it. The low lads are cutting too much. He likes to cut in way too much, and obviously
Anthony and Garnacho are gonna get the wing back duties, bro. And I reckon Anthony cooks as a wing back as well, blood. I'm telling you, cooks.
See, my chat when I was trying to do up a little tactical, like I can bring up a board if you want me to. I've got my iPad here. It's lit, easy. And I was doing that. I said, look, hear me out, but we got a generational wing back on our hands, and technically it's not a wing back. All he's got to do is keep the ball ticking. He don't need to be strong. He's got an engine, and he can. If we've seen Anthony's first time crossing from the left hand side every time he play left wing,
it's good from the left hand side. But he likes inverted wing backs though.
No, but the only thing is Anthony. I think his ego gets the better of him, and he says, "I don't want to do this role." I think Anthony.
I think he'll do it for the new manager because he don't like Ten Hag, bro. Ten Hag's communication is wrong.
Portuguese communication as well. I know it's a bit different in terms of accent and it's not all fully there. But I'm just saying, innit? Hear us out, innit? Anthony left wing back could be it for this year, left. Let's call it left mid or left wing or something.
Nah, it's left wing back, bruv. It's left line hugger, bruv. You know them ones there. Like.
And you know what? One thing else I disagreed with again. Who was it earlier? Was it Sky Sports got something called Overlap the Breakdown? Trash.
Yeah, I seen it.
Horrendous.
Because
they don't know tactics.
I ignored it.
When my man said about Amorim, like, so when it comes to defensive shape, it ends up like a 5-2-3. I was like, no, it doesn't, because
it's like a 5-4-1.
Basically, or a 3-5, 3-6-1, 3-4, 3-5-2 sometimes, or 3-4-1. Like it's always 3 at the back. And there's the wingers and the midfielders
and
one line.
Yeah, and the wingers.
It don't really act as a. Of course, it could sometimes look like when they're defending, But typically, not both fullbacks are there or wingbacks are back in
Yeah, but
position
you
like
know
a
what it
fullback.
is? What I noticed about Amorim, yeah, from loads of the different things I've seen, yeah, how their team set up very much depends on the other team, bro, because they fill in spaces, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Pass and move.
it's similar to Motta in the sense that it's zonal and man to man at the same time, if that makes sense. So
No, I know what you're talking about. You got your space,
so
but this is your space, and also at the
exactly.
same time, you gotta do your instructions, but at the same time, you have to keep moving as well.
This is it. So it depends on where the player is. Like where you're supposed to be is always in relation to the player that you're supposed to be marking. But so you have to be within a certain zone. So it's a hybrid. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's not yo, let's just drop into this shape. It's not
Yeah,
always a 4-4-2. It's not always a 5-4-1. It's not always, it very much depends on in reference to where the other players are, bro. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, 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 yeah.
And when they're building, it's very, very much the same. And this is
You
why they say that he's a very adaptable
manager.
manager, because everything's in reference to what the other team are doing. And that's the beauty of it, bro. But that's also why it's gonna take time for footballers to pick it up, because it's simple once you understand it, but everything's simple once you understand it. Now you know how
Yeah,
to
yeah,
drive.
yeah.
Once you can drive, driving's fucking easy. But when you've never driven a car, do you know what I'm saying? It's
He's gonna
complex.
struggle. I think he will when he comes in, finding his midfield, it will be a little bit of a struggle because one of them might pick up an injury, and that's gonna disrupt a lot of it, and that's gonna be the annoyance, and that's where us fans need to be a little bit more patient. At the same time, I don't get hounded into it. I think, anyways, but I just do wonder how he adapts with the midfield because everything else seems all right. The one person I saw you talking about that I disagree with, I don't think I see a much of a future with in the end is Xerxes at the moment because of just the style. The one thing I know with Gyökeres is I don't care who makes the cut and who doesn't make the cut anymore. Like I don't want to do this favoritism of player except for Ahmad in it because it's like Ahmad and it's just a cold ball in it. But anyways, it's the channels. I think I've seen Xerxes do the channels, but he's not quick enough with the channels. Like he likes the ball too much to feet. But maybe he might change it this season where we might actually see more of a 3-5-2, maybe because he has chopped it where there's a two up front, where you might actually see Højlund and a Xerxes together because he's that adaptable with his feet in some games. But I don't see in the long run where I don't know if I see him fit with it too much, only because of the way Gyökeres plays, the channels. The only thing he's gonna like,
Because
is
I
is
watched
the link up.
Gyökeres. Nah, because I watched Sporting the other night and Gyökeres didn't run the channels at all. He stayed central the whole time. So it's one of them ones where even that's a myth, blood. I'll be completely
He's gonna have to.
honest, bro.
I think he's gonna have to change the way he plays. I think Xerxes got to go back into. You know, he used to play left winger, by the way.
Yeah, but bro, everyone's got to change the way they play, bro. Like
Yeah, yeah,
everyone,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
just him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like everyone has to.
I'm only talking from a like obviously from what we've seen so far in it. Yeah,
Mm.
at the moment, and from what we've seen overall, obviously with Sporting, I'm not gonna say I've seen 15 games of Sporting because I haven't. Like
Yeah,
I've
but
seen
bro, did
Gyökeres,
you did you watch Xerxes before he came to Man United?
not too much. I
Not
didn't know.
really. Well
I'm
then,
only
so
gonna go off. That's what I'm saying.
The way he's playing for Man United, yeah, is how Ten Hag wanted him to play, bruv. Ten Hag was hoofing balls up to him and getting him to win flick-ons. He wasn't doing that at Bologna. That's not his
He
game.
was driving. Was he not driving a little bit off the left? No,
Yes,
like
he was.
I saw
He was
clips.
dropping
I
into
saw clips.
pockets and
Yeah,
running with the ball.
that's what I'm
Like
saying.
that's
I've
what
only
he was
seen
doing.
clips in it of Bologna. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm some Bologna expert because I'm not though.
Yeah.
But at the moment, that's all I'm saying. Because I'm only gonna go off of what I've seen with Ten Hag at the moment. That's because that's all we've got
No, I hear
at
what
the
you're
moment.
saying, but bro, like even with Gyökeres, this myth that Gyökeres runs the channels like Darren Bent, he don't. Like, do you
He
know
was
what I'm
cold at
saying?
that though. Darren Bent was
Like
cold at that.
Darren Bent was one of the best channel runners in the Premier League,
Underrated so heavily, man.
it's one of them ones where Gyökeres does run the channels, but he's not a channel runner, bro. Like he don't play like say Isak's a channel runner. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
he is. He is. Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
even Nicholas Jackson's a channel runner. Gyökeres don't play like that. Gyökeres has got the physicality.
He's
He
a complete
plays,
striker, though, isn't it?
yeah, he plays centrally, but he can channel run in transition. But he plays very central. If you watch the game, yeah, and the way they play, Gyökeres is at the top, and he kind of slides across, and they're trying to play the ball into his feet,
He's
so
off.
he can bounce it off, and then there's loads of little one-touch interplays, yeah, in central areas. Gyökeres is their pivot. That's what he is. Like most of the time, he's not running channels. If you see him running channels, it's maybe in a game where they're playing against one of the better oppositions, yeah, where they have to play a bit more in transition. But most of the time, because they dominate the ball, yeah, they're playing into his feet. So,
Yeah. Do you,
so
Do you reckon Gyökeres is probably someone that he's definitely going to want next summer to bring
Not
in?
necessarily. Not necessarily. And the reason why I say that is, I think a lot of people are giving Gyökeres more credit than they're giving the manager, which doesn't make sense to me, because when Gyökeres was at Coventry, everyone in this country could have bought him, and they decided to allow him to go to Portugal. So obviously they didn't think he was good enough. So because he's thriving in the system of the manager, why do people think that the manager can't unearth
Is he not? Because I think, is he not
qualities in
cooking for
another
sweet?
player?
He's cooking internationally as well, isn't he? Like, he's
Yeah,
doing really well as well.
but he's a good player. But
Yeah.
that comes with confidence. But there's no reason, there's absolutely no reason, that between Gyökeres and what's his name, and
The
Xerxes,
other, yeah, I was gonna say,
he can't have these men scoring goals, blood. I don't know why people don't understand that what Gyökeres does, can be replicated in the game, because he doesn't do nothing fancy. If you just watch him, he's got very good technique on the ball. It's not amazing, but his fundamentals are good. Like, you play it into him, he's a good pivot, and he's a willing runner, and he strikes the ball well.
yeah. But this is where I see. I think he's gonna prefer. I think he's gonna end up preferring Hoyland for the time being. But overall, over the course of the season,
And
obviously
also,
we're gonna
Xerxes can play in one of them 10 roles as well. That's
I
what
said the
people are
same
forgetting.
thing. I said the same thing, by the way. I said the same thing. He can be utilized at least. It's not like he was some 70, 80 million pound player. Like, so let's get one thing straight. But at the end of the season, we'll see if we need goals or not in it.
Yeah, but it's not
Really.
just goals, bro. You got to understand, in certain games, the manager might play Xerxes and Hoyland because we need extra height. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all about having different profiles for different games. If you got Xerxes and Hoyland on the pitch, you've got two guys that's 6'3", 6'4", bro. So it adds a bit more physicality, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. You should
there's
Rude play them together as it goes against Leicester.
and that's the best football we
I want
play.
to see, and I want to see that again.
That's what
I want to see that again. One thing that Chelsea don't have, because I know we're going to talk about Chelsea as well, but we'll talk about Amorim before. But you know what? Let's save that for the Chelsea part. But we're just going to stay on the Amorim's stuff. We do need about 5 recruits in total in the next couple windows, including January, if there's the opportunity in it. Alvaro, I know people see Alvaro. For me, we can get a buyback. It's a cheap option. He's a very good progressive passer, and support role he can make that. But I look at Alvaro not as a wing back. I look at it as more of a fullback, because we're talking about wing backs as a support role, but that can also beat a man like, do you know what I mean? Pause. Shouldn't say it like that. But what's it called? Could definitely do that. I don't think we should bring him back personally, but it's a cheap option. I think A Nori is tailor made, man.
I think A Nori is.
But how much is the question, isn't it?
I don't think it matters.
With the amount we probably can spend potentially at the end of the season, I think they're gonna have to budget positions. I think we need
because you get rid of Harry Maguire, get rid of Lindelof, get rid of Ericsson.
Is anyone else on their last? Who else is on their last contract as well? Is anyone else?
I don't know. Just them 3 on their last year. I think Cass has got 2 more years, I believe.
He needs to go. You know what? I say he needs to go, but at the same time, I wouldn't be mad if he stays in it.
Bro, Cass is a baller, bro. It's one of them ones where if the manager thinks he doesn't suit his system, that's one thing. But bro, with a player like Casemiro, like even what Rude was saying, just having a player like that in the changing room, bro, like you need to have him there, bro. I'll be honest, because he's more than just a footballer, bro.
It's his experience. He is gonna be in a cheap.
It's his experience. It's everything, bro.
And we need 2. Remember, we need 2 new left wing backs, bro. Like we need 2 new ones. Like Malacia needs to.
Bro, Malacia, bruv. I reckon Malacia could cook, if he can stay fit. We just don't know, but I'd give him an opportunity. Look how long we gave Luke Shaw.
Do you know what it is for me? You know,
I'm going to write off Malacia already, and we haven't really seen the best of him.
Do you know what it's for me with Malacia? Yeah, I actually, when I was watching final ball a little bit, just in Europe, anyways. Obviously, they deployed in the 4-4-2. I think it was still under Slot maybe as well. So on that part, for me, it's someone that can definitely cross early, like proper whippers, like whippers.
Yeah, but a lot of these footballers ain't got tech like that.
No, but Malacia ain't got that. He's more of a cutback player, and he's more defensively suited. The only thing I can say that could suit is because technically in possession he's actually mad sound, but he's not a fullback that's going to try he's going to beat someone. That's why I say I don't. But
Amorim's thing is not. Amorim's wing backs are not players that take people on necessarily. It's giving goals and just keeping the
his right side does. His right side does. That Quenda guy does it all the time.
Yeah, but he does. But he doesn't have to. Like he can pop the ball off and get it back, bro. Like so, like you don't have to be able to take someone on, bruv. It's more for structural integrity having those wide players. So I don't think that that's a prerequisite. I think that he can use people there. Do you know what I mean? Like, even if we're
Yeah,
chasing a game, don't be surprised if he
but
says to Ahmad, yo, like
Mm.
go right wing back because we're chasing the game, and then puts on like another 10 or something like that. Because we can do that. It depends on the profile will depend on how the game's going, if that makes sense.
Yeah. But I just don't think that. For me, again, remember I said this is just for me what I see on paper in it. Obviously, it's not fact. It's just it's just an opinion. When I lay it out in front of what I see, and I just don't see where he would. Again, you're right. Fitness is a big thing. We don't even know if he can play ball like the way he was. Because I actually quite liked him when he was fit. Personally, I think he got done dirty again because he had one bad game against City and he got dropped. But yeah, I don't think he suits that kind of role for me in it.
I just think that we need to.
Davies, I don't know if we get Davies, I keep seeing this. I know he's on a free,
No,
but
we've been linked with him. We've been linked with Alphonso Davies. I'd take him, but I'd rather 8 Nori. I want a more technical player in it because that's just my bias. But if they want to go get a PNP, if they want to get a PNP,
it's a dream,
Alphonso
though, isn't it?
Davies, then it's what it is, man. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I hear it, but I think that Malacia deserves an opportunity, bro. Like, because man are just writing off Malacia. Why? He had a bad injury. Like, so what? Like, these man made all these excuses for fucking Luke Shaw, blood. So give the youth time. He didn't cost loads of money. He's still young. Like, he does have potential, bro. He's technically very sound and he can play left and right equally as well, blood. I remember seeing him play right back, and my man can use his right foot, bro. Like, Malacia is a technically good player, bro. Do you know what I mean? So give him some fucking grace, blood. Like, man are trying to write him off. He's way better than fucking Harry Amas, blood. So, do you know what I mean? I don't want to see this Harry Amas gas before Tyrell Malacia gets an opportunity, bro. That's bullshit. That's bullshit to me. That don't make no sense.
Could definitely develop him. What is it? Did he get 2 ACL injuries? Well, back to back?
Nah. I think it was
I think
one,
got
bro.
relapse.
Yeah, I think he had one ACL injury, and then I think he had a setback, bro. I don't think he had 2 ACL injuries. It's the same one.
I don't want to see Shaw come back and think he's playing it. If I see Shaw left wing, I'm gonna scream.
Shaw only plays centre back in the system. He can't play wing.
Yeah, you can't do. You actually probably look quite good. But I'm starting Amas. I don't give a shit. I don't think we got no one else currently at the moment. I'm giving him the opportunity. Let me get one thing. I'll give him the opportunity in it. That's what I would do because I just don't think we got no one else. Anthony's out for 6 weeks. Malassia's is in his individual training in that credit. Sure, I don't want to see anywhere near attacking, even though he's got actually a decent cross on him and that. Can't rely on this guy. That the left. It's funny because it was only a couple of years ago where we were talking about how much we need to upgrade the right hand side. Now the left hand side is switched over. We need to upgrade his left hand side more than ever. So yeah, man. Teo Hernandez, we're not getting him, man. Don't see it. Too much.
Nah, but I don't want Teo Hernandez anyway, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
He gets on my nerves, but yeah, boy, that's a dream. Don't see it though.
I don't know, bro. Do you know what I mean? Who knows? We don't even know. The manager might come in and say that he wants to play wingers at wing back. Do you know what I mean? He might say that, bro. Because even like Mazraoui, right centre back in this system, it cooks. And the reason why I say that is he likes his 2 wide centre backs to be very, very, very good on the ball. That's what he likes, bro. So I could see Mazraoui, right centre back. You know what I mean? The only reason why, and that's why I think Luke Shaw could play left centre back in this system, even though I think we're gonna sell Luke Shaw because also Jim don't like Luke Shaw, blood. You know what I mean? You saw, bruv, like when your CEO or your fucking boss starts posting videos about don't get injured and that, my man's sick of paying you to stay at home, bro. Like he's gone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's gone, bro. Like, there's no 2 ways about
actually
it.
Sick pay in full, man, 100%.
Yeah, so I think Luke Shaw's gonna get forced out of the club. There's no 2 ways about it, and rightly so. But Luke Shaw's a left centre back in this system. And then I think Lenny Euro, if everyone's fit, I think centrally Lenny Euro can play the right centre back, or he can play the centre back. Do you know?
Yeah, I think the Lick will go in the centre person just because of
experience.
Yeah,
definitely.
Just because the experience alone. Get Euro up to scratch on the right hand side and develop it that way. The best thing of what I like about with Delo and Mazraoui, they both can definitely both play right CB, right centre back if needed, and also
Oh,
wing
both
back.
of them, yeah,
I
yeah.
think they're both sound.
And we've seen Pep.
I think they're
We've
both
seen
sound.
Pep do that with Kyle Walker as well, the right centre back thing. I think they can both play the right centre back.
Well, even left centre back. To be fair, I don't. Obviously, he's going to prefer left footer there, so Martinez gets the nod, or Shaw's fit will get the nod just because of angles alone. Because this guy is mad on foot, like feet and all that kind of stuff. Oh, there's another one. There you go. Just reminded me. Was it Statman? No, James Norris Alcott said about a left wing, one of the wing backs that we're gonna you should be looking at, and he said someone that's like right footed on the left. I'm like, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
Can't
but
do
he
that.
no, but he does invert his wing backs though. Amorim.
Yeah. But I don't see where he does it in a way where he's going to be right-footed off the left. I just don't want to see that for us. I'm sick of that crap.
I don't like it either. I would do
It does my mind.
left footer on the left, right footer on the right. That's what I would do. However,
Hey, Doty.
however, you know what it is. You know what it is. When you've got the inverted wing backs, it means that they cut in and they join up with the tens in it, and it creates that triangle
and the overload.
spider web. Exactly.
Yeah. Dragging man
And
out. It drags man out of
that's
position.
exactly what it is, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think again, it depends on who you're playing against and what the emphasis is. Because sometimes, for me personally, yeah, we don't have strikers that are good in the air. So a left footer crossing from the left,
from deep.
For me, that's better, innit? For me, that's better.
We ain't seen that option in how long? We don't see that, you know. We ain't seen that in United for years.
Brother,
you know?
we don't see that in most teams, bro. I'll be honest, and it's a lost art in football. And you know what it is, yeah? Like, I don't know. You know what? No matter who you support, yeah, you watch it, yeah. When you, for instance, look at Saka for Arsenal, bro. When he goes down the outside, no one wants to see a right-footed Saka cross, bro. It's awful. Do you know what I'm saying? It's shit. Like, let's be honest. And it's like, I want my player crossing the ball with their strongest foot in it, like I do. And the thing is, yeah, most of the time these in-swinging crosses just go out for goal kicks, bro. They do in it.
Yeah.
It's one of them things where when you've got a man putting a cross across the box on their stronger foot, there's going to be more accuracy on it. There's going to be better weight on it. There's going to be everything. So for me, I would love my left wing back to be left footed, bro. So they can put in proper good crosses and they can actually start picking people out instead of just playing this percentage, hang the ball into the box football.
Yeah. I'm in agreement. I'm actually in agreement with this.
But he does like the inverted wing backs, though. He does. Do you know what I'm saying? And man said Saka's a cutting merchant. Exactly, but it's mad predictable. Like, it's mad predictable, but you know what it is? The reason why he gets away with it is because he's got a 10 inside, similar to how Amorim plays, that he can bounce the ball to Ødegaard. Ødegaard can lay it back off. He could take a touch and shoot. You know what Saka's gonna do, but it's one thing is stopping him. Do you get what I'm saying? But
you know what? When you say the inverted wing back thing, but from what I was researching up though, is like, you know, like the heat maps, right? The heat map of the left, especially on the left side. His heat map, they were so tight that they're both wing backs are typically, not all the time, obviously. You're gonna have
they're right on the line most of the time.
They're right on the line most of the time, innit? So they
because they add the depth in the team and the width. That's why I say they're decoy runners. They don't have to be amazing on the ball.
Yeah, no, because I know if the left foot has got it, the wing back on the other side has got the license to go at the back post, make them deep runs. I used to have that role personally as well. Even though it didn't last that long because there was I got injured. But yeah, it was a nice time. I remember this, like, even just football itself. But that's an extra.
But that's why I said,
overload,
like, these wide players don't have to be mad. When you were saying, oh, one of them's got to be a 1v1 player, they don't, because they just stay so wide, and their job is just to really just create depth on the pitch, bro. Like, as soon as when they're attacking, they're right up there, right at the top, bro. Like, they push all the way up, and it's just all about taking players out of position. You play it into them, they might pop it first time into the number 10, and the number 10's trying to join with the striker. So they don't have to be like super technically good 1v1 because they're not wingers. They're not wingers at all, bro. And even though they use wingers, it's kind of like they're not wingers in terms of isolation. So they don't have to be direct players. They can just be players that bounce the ball off. And also, defensively, they don't have to be amazing as well. That's why he'll use wingers a lot of the time, because it's all about defending in shapes, innit? So they're not going to win many tackles. They're not going to block many crosses, but they're just there just to keep the shape.
Fair enough.
That's
Yeah,
just
fair
all it
enough.
is. So that's why I said certain situations you might see him tell Ahmad, "Oh, yo, do the wing back thing because we need a goal. I want to put in another attacker." Do you know what I'm saying? And so on and so forth. Or you might see a Garnacho there, or you might see him ask Rashford to do it for a 20 minutes because we're just trying to create overloads. It's got nothing really to do with defensive responsibility because they don't have a lot of defensive responsibility. So yeah, Luke Shaw's never playing as a wing back because he can't get up and down.
You
It's
can't
never
stand him,
happened.
innit? I can't stand
No,
him
he's never.
myself, bro. I can't stand him. I actually can't stand him as well.
Yeah, he's not doing it, bro.
He actually gets on my nerves. It's just a fact, man. He gets on my nerves too, man. It's just the fact that he's there. It's like he's been rewarded in a way. Like I don't know how he's still at this club. Who said it again? Even James again, another one because I was watching his videos. He even says like, just like there's a stat that came up that you just couldn't not highlight. Bruno Fernandes is like 27, 30 games of beating Shaw's all-time Premier League appearances for Manchester United.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
Or even as a whole when he was at Southampton as well. Something stupid. He hasn't even reached 200. And he's nearly been there for 10 years. He's been here for 10 years and he ain't gave me 200 appearances.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Are you mad? There's like, do you know how many games there are in United per season?
Yeah, 60 odd games.
50, 60, depending if you're in comps or not. Like, do you know what I mean? But if we're talking even Premier League games alone, it's 38. He ties up by 10, 380. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, actually, technically, it's 38 teams. It's actually 37. So, 370. Do you know how mad that is?
Yeah, Luke Shaw's stealing a living, literally.
So, yeah, that's annoying. Again, utilize him, but for how long? It's always going to be a question. How long is it going to be? But yeah, man, look, I'm excited. I hope we do something in January. I really do. I really hope we do look at the left wing back situation for who he wants to get and whom it may be. I don't know if we would prize away an Nori personally. To be fair, it might be a good enough with Anthony and whoever else for the time being until the summer. But I do hope we do look into the market in case there's any freebies. You bring back Angel Gomez.
Yeah, in one of them 10 positions, absolutely.
Not enough physicality for the two.
I see loads of people are talking about Eze. Nah, but the thing is, yeah, the physicality of this manager, yeah, is the tens. The tens after the tens are one of the first phases of the press. So they have to be really smart. They have to understand positioning and they have to be quick across the floor. Angel is quick across the floor. He's small. Yeah. So he's very good at pressing. So he could absolutely do it. People are talking about Eze. Eze's a good player, but if I got to choose between Angel and Eze, yeah, for the role that the manager needs, I'm picking Angel, bro.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's a good, especially on a free. When you deep it on a free, it's easy business as well at the same time, isn't it? I think we should go get both of them. I think Eze both of them. I don't see why not. We need to look for the future of the left 10. I'm not being funny.
Who are we getting rid of then?
I'm sorry, but
we need to get rid of attackers.
There's two names in right now. There's two names. Like I look at Ahmad's position and I don't see where the other cover is other than Mason Mount, yeah. And we're talking about the summer. Mason Mount
got to go. I agree.
Mount's got to go. Yeah, he's too much injury, too much. It's just he shouldn't be number 7. Needs to give that up. Vacate. Then I look at. I'm sorry, Rashford might have a role in this team up front, maybe.
We're on the same page. I agree with you. Both of those players, you're right.
But Garnacho, I don't see where he. I'll be real, like
Garnacho's a wing back, bro. He's a backup wing back. Still.
He's gonna. Don't get me wrong. What on the right hand side, isn't it?
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah, maybe I hear it. But if we talk about the summer, I'm being dead serious. Yeah, look, we got to look at the future of Manchester United, and it might be your favorite player. You might like him. I'm not getting onto him. But if someone has to go to make room for something else, then we got to move on. Garnacho's having a good season. He's about to beat his GA of last year already. You know, it's a good time. Hear me out. It's a good time to cash in.
But the thing is, he's not even having a good season. This is why I don't like GA. Yeah, I'll be real. I saw the stats saying, "Oh yeah, like he's got 10 plus GA and that." He's not having a good season. He's been rubbish, bruv. You know them, and this is why, yeah, I cannot stand this GA era, bro, because I've watched every single Man United game this season. Garnacho has been shit, blood, in all of them. regardless of whether he scored or assisted, he's been shit. Like even the other night, he scored the goal from Dallow's cross, blood. He's one of our worst players, blood.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. Bro, trust me. I tried to say I'm in agreement, but I like to say majority of these players have also been shit. Like, and you know what
No,
it is for me?
I hear that, but that's not the argument.
You know it's for me. You know it's for me. Yeah. I'm gonna wait. Obviously, what I think even with Amorim coming in, players, I expect performances for everyone to, even if it's only by a few points. I expect most of them to be up by a few points, but I expect some of them to do a little bit more points than the others. That's why I say it's just a good time to cash in it for me. For me, like whilst it's on a high, whilst you can get a good amount of money from in the summer, because we need that money to, let's say, get another position that might be more expensive. It'll be a good time to cash in for me. I think you have a lot of suitors. For me, I think you have a lot of suitors.
Mount and Rashford, if we can get money for them two.
Yeah, and you know what? Rashford's another...
Harry Maguire, Lindelof. If we move them four, I'll be calm.
Yeah,
I'll be real. If we move them four on, bro. As much as I don't rate Garnacho, yeah, I think, yeah, because of his work rate, yeah, I think he can do a job as a wing back, yeah, like a backup wing back. Now, I don't see him starting in this manager's in this manager's strongest team. I don't see him starting. Like, no chance, bro. Like, he hasn't got the technical ability, and he doesn't have the football brain either, bro. And also, he's weak as piss, bro. Like, people, like, especially when we're trying to put defensive pressure on the ball and stuff like that, bro. He's weak, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, not enough gets said about how weak this U is, you know. So because he's bigger in stature than Ahmad, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But you don't see Ahmad getting dashed on the floor like this guy, bro. This guy's weak, and he can't cross either. Like, there's so much he can't do in it. So it's one of them ones where I think as a wing back, he has some value in this squad, in it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not stupid, bruv.
I do get the license, the free roll sometimes. Remember, it's not exactly just you have to be a dog. He's a dog. Let's be real. And also,
yeah, but the wing backs don't. No, but the wing backs, his wing backs are very, very rigid, man. Like, when you watch them, they're up and down the line, and then how it works is when the ball's on the other side of the pitch, how they like to press, they kind of like to shift across and press. So the 2 10s, the strikers go across, the 2 midfielders go across, and then one of the wing backs will come up and press, and the other wing back goes round the other side to kind of make it a 4 at the back, in it. So it's one of them ones where he's gonna have to be tactically switched on, bro. Like, when the ball's on the other side of the pitch, he's gonna know that he has to drop back and he has to move across. And I don't think he's smart enough. This is the only thing. Like, this is why I don't think that Rashford can do like the inside 10 job or the wide job. I think he can only do the
upfront job, innit?
The upfront job.
Yeah. I'm definitely in total agreement on that part.
It's the decision making, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's the decision making. And their decision making is awful, man. You know what I mean? And this is the thing about these Man United players. I genuinely, yeah, as much as people think the biggest problem is technically, the biggest problem is, yeah, the football IQ of a lot of these players is in the bin, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? When I talk about Rasmus, when I talk about Rashford, when I talk about Garnacho, yeah, it's the football IQ, bro. It's the understanding of the game. It's in the gutters, bro. Like, these men don't know where to be in relation to the man on the ball. They don't know where to be in relation to the man that they're supposed to be defending against. Like, their decision making, yeah, is so bad, bro. And this is why a lot of players look horrible when they come into this Man United team. And even Bruno as well. You know what it is with Bruno?
Go on.
No, I can't even. You know what's making me even more annoyed at Bruno Fernandes? Yeah, is
go on.
Bruno can do better than he's doing, bro. He just doesn't, bro. Like, I'll be real. Like, Bruno is one of them guys where it's been very clear to me that this guy just plays for stats at Man United, bro. Because he could do more responsible things, yeah. He just chooses not to, bro. This is the reality. Because we saw Bruno play under Ruud van Nistelrooy, yeah, and he stopped hoofing it. He wasn't hoofing it in that game. So that tells me that every other game we play, he doesn't have to hoof it. He hoofs it because it's what's best for him, bro. You know, like that. He's not thinking about the team, bro. My man's just thinking about his stats, bro. Like, did you see the video of when Bruno was busting joke with one fan, yeah, and the fan said, "Oh, I took you out my FPL." You know them, man. And he
I
got
didn't see
upset
that. Go on. I didn't even know that.
about your FPL and that because he's not getting stats in it. So man said, "Yo, I took you out the FPL," and then I see there was one game he came out and apologized, and he apologized, yeah, to everyone because he didn't get no GA. He was like, "Oh, don't take me out your FPL and that." Like, it's like, bro, like, why are you playing for stats, bro? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Just play for the team, bro. You know what I mean?
He actually did that. I sent me that video.
Brother,
Send
it's
me that.
crazy. I
Someone
seen it
send
on
me that
Twitter,
video,
bro.
please.
I seen it on
Someone send me
Twitter,
that video,
bro. I
please.
think on one of his Instagram posts as well, bloody, he posted something
Oh
about.
yeah, no, I think he did. I think he did. I think you're right.
Bro, he's crazy. Yeah, the guy said I put Salah instead of you, and he said no, he couldn't believe it, bruv. You know what I mean? But you know what the mad thing is, yeah.
He needed that. He needed that goal as well. By the way,
Did you see the goal? Yeah. Did you see the goal that Bruno went round the keeper? Yeah. If you look at the build up of that goal, Bruno gave the ball away, blood. He gave the ball away. He played a shit pass to Rashford, yeah. And
the
then he followed
1-2 in it. The 1-2 they followed up, and he gave
this 1-2. And this is why I say to you guys, yeah. I would rather a player makes the right decision and executes it badly. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what Bruno and Rashford did. Them two tried to do little give and goes. And even though it was executed poorly, like it was awful, but the idea was okay. I can live with that. Do you know what I mean? And we got lucky from it. My problem is, yeah, when the obvious play is on and you ignore that. Do you know what I mean? And you try and play the Hollywood diag instead, bro. Because that's what Bruno would have normally done. Instead of doing a give and go, you would have taken a touch and tried to fucking lump it, yeah, across the pitch and it goes out for a throw-in. My thing 100%. Is, yeah, just try the right thing, innit? Try the right thing. Even if it doesn't come off, I'll have way more respect for you. And that's just all it is. So Bruno is capable, yeah, of not just playing rocket ball. He is capable of it, bro, but he chooses not to play like that because it benefits him from a personal point of view, yeah, to just spam the ball for stats. It benefits him. Do you know what I mean? Because it's for his own vanity, bro. And this is what pisses me off. He needs a manager to literally like grab him by his head back, bruv, and say, "Listen, brother, 5-yard passes, bro." You know, like that 5-yard passes, bro. I swear.
Well, you can't. I mean, you can't escape it now. You both talk the same language. You know what I'm saying?
It's
You're on the same. I think they're from the same region as well, if I'm correct. So, like, even then, there's no excuses.
Nah, bro. I'm telling you, because there was loads of times where Bruno could have fizzed the ball into Xerxes' feet, yeah, and he didn't. And that's one thing that Man United haven't used Xerxes well with is that sharp. You know, when you just punch the ball into the striker from about 10 yards, punch it into them. Because what Xerxes does well is he receives the ball on the back foot well. Like he leans on players, receives it on the back foot, and he'll take a touch and then he lays it off and he touches it round the corner. Like, we don't do that. In Amorim's system, yeah, they punch the ball into Gyökeres. They do. They punch it into him. And this is why I don't know about Rasmus in that position, bro, because I think when we're punching the ball into him to do little quick give and goes around the edge of the box, I don't think he's got the feet for it. So it's going to be very interesting to see how he formulates it. But I see a situation where sometimes we see both Rasmus and Xerxes at the same time.
I think so as well. I'd like to see more of it. You know, like I would like to see more of it. I don't think we're going to see that against Chelsea, but
no.
I don't know what he's going to go with against Chelsea, to be fair. I think I've got my own predicted 11.
Nah, I think we're going for
the same kind of ish team, but no Lindelof.
He's going. It's a Ten Hag team against Chelsea. It's going to be Bruno. It's going to be Bruno and Rasmus Højlund in a 4-4-2 mid block.
But why did we abandon that? By the way, why did we abandon that? Because we were doing that at the start of the season, right? Remember against Fulham was the same kind of thing. Obviously, Mason Mount was there, and we done it against the last one. I think I saw against was Brighton and Palace. After that, it went back to like.
Yeah, because it's mad. I'll be honest, it's mad negative, innit? Like, remember, we did it. He did it with Mount and Bruno as the two strikers.
Yeah.
That's nasty. I'll be honest.
The only thing, the difference I saw in Rudes is like we actually there wasn't. I hate one-man trigger presses. They piss me off. It's not how you press, bro. The team presses. One thing I'll credit
You press
Leicester is
team
you
or you
press
don't
as a
press.
team, innit? Do you know what I mean? And then I was like, what? I don't know why I don't know why he likes this one-man press. Well, Ollie, I mean, not Ollie, what's his name? Ten Hag. But what for me, obviously, what Rude did is like they were pressing. And that's why I was like, I don't care if Leicester's got this 15-minute spell. I expected it. That's normal. You're getting battered. You have to come out. You got no choice. Didn't do nothing with it though. Got a goal. They actually got a goal, but that was a gift. It was a gift. But this 3-1-6 setup that we was doing and going back to her foot, it's better, at least. And I think he needs to stick with Casemiro and Aguerd in the middle. We've been saying
I think
this for
he
time.
does. I think he does. I think the lineup is going to be Mazraoui and Dallo wide.
Fullbacks, yeah.
And then it's going to be Delit and Lissandro central. It's going to be Ugarte, Cass central. It's going to be Rashford right, Garnacho left. It's going to be Bruno 10, Rasmus Højlund up front. It's going to be a Ten Hag lineup, but it's going to be 4-4-2 compact, and then it's going to be quick transitions against Chelsea's high line with Rashford, Garnacho, and Rasmus Højlund running in behind. I believe that's how he's going to set up.
I think so as well.
Based on how he sets up for PSV when they play Ajax and stuff like that, man. He likes the mid block.
Because that's funny you said that, yeah. Because I was watching that video, I got it sent to me. I was like, I didn't even know this, but Rude built up and everything in like a 3-2-4-1 thing, 3-2-5 basically.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, obviously, Rude wants to stay around at the club if possible, if there is a role of some sort. And I was just wondering, like, he built up the way he was talking. It was so similar to what I was hearing with Amorim and watching all these videos. I'm thinking maybe they coached in the same kind of way because he liked Brantford on the left hand side doing the wide areas before.
Yeah,
I don't know who he had on the right hand side. I can't remember his name and whatnot. And his wingers, he had one of the wingers like they were the width, but one of them did invert. Do you know what I mean? To create something different to think about. Basically, and I was just thinking maybe there might be a coaching role, but I don't know how many coaches that this man's gonna want or if he's gonna keep Rude. But if anyone might stay, it might be him.
Yeah, he's the only one that deserves to stay. I've said it already. I believe that Amorim should keep him at least until the end of the season because Rude already understands the dressing room. He's been there at preseason. He'll be privy to certain information that no one else is privy to. So I think just to almost have like a man on the inside while you get to know players
That's exactly what I said. I said the exact same thing.
I think it's good to have him there at least until the end of the season. And then after that, if you don't want to keep him, you don't have to. But I think while you're transitioning, there needs to be someone. So it's not too big of a change in a short space of time. You need to have one constant. Do you know what I mean? And I think that having Rude as a constant would be great because he knows the players, he knows the football club, and also because he is Dutch as well, and we've got quite a few Dutch players there. I think it would be good. He's Dutch, and obviously he speaks great English, and then obviously we've got a Portuguese-speaking coach who speaks English as well, and that's pretty much most of the squad covered.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think it works. But if he decides to get rid of him, yeah, I understand that also. But at most clubs, the assistant manager or one of the assistants, they're the guys that do the majority of the man management. But Amorim seems like the kind of coach that man manages himself. So
did you get to tell Marcel how to say his name properly yesterday, man? Because that was frustrating me. Almiron, you know, like
Almiron is crazy. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's crazy, isn't it?
Almiron, you know.
Yeah, nah, it's funny.
He's meant to be one. I don't. He's meant to be like big up Marcel. Meant to be your favorite coach that you wanted to charge me. You don't even know how to say his name. Makes me wonder what. do you know what he's about or? His name's Almiron, no? Like that's one that plays up
like Almiron, you know, it's crazy, blood. What's a Jack Grealish and that? Nah, it's crazy. Man said according to Team Talk, Marcus Rashford is very happy that Ten Hag's left. Yeah, he hates his guts. He's excited about the up and coming.
We don't need Team Talk to tell us this. Team Talk's full of shit, anyways.
I'll tell you what, yeah.
I tell you, he didn't give him a post.
No, he didn't. Hell no. You know what I mean? But the thing is, yeah, the man said Rashford's excited, bro. Rashford's seen off so many managers. You know, them ones there. Like, how many times is he gonna get excited? He needs to sort out his own performances instead of worrying about who the manager is. Because no matter who the manager is, yeah, his performances at this club since he's come through have been nothing short of underwhelming, mate.
Mm.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things where he's got other things to worry about, Rashford, bro, because the way I see it right now, yeah, this guy doesn't fit in the plans of the new manager at all from a footballing standpoint, bro. He don't have the ability.
Yeah, nah. I don't see it either. On paper, anyways, at least.
And he's on big money as well, bro. No, I mean, don't sleep on the fact that he's on 300k plus.
I don't think no one's gonna want to buy him. I don't think no one's gonna want to buy him either.
Nah, bro, they're talking about PSG, bro. Like, he always gets linked to PSG, and to be honest, yeah, like they need a marquee signing to replace Mbozo, blood. You get me? So maybe.
Is that what you call him?
Brother, I'll call him loads of things. You know what I'm saying? It just is what he's absolute shite, blood. You know what I mean? So I don't know. He could end up doing that, but bro, I don't know what I'm going for Rashford, bro. I'll be real. I don't know what I'm going for Rashford, bro. And it's like I'm at a point where I just don't care no more. Like
Same.
I just don't think he's good enough to be at Man United, and he's there pretty much because it's a marriage of convenience for both him and the football club. I think because he came through the academy, yeah, and he's a commercial asset to the club. It's a marriage of convenience, and also they're just all he's ever known. So I think both people are just settling. You know them, man. United are settling for him. He's settling for United. Do you know what I mean? Because once he leaves Man United, his career's over. It is effectively like, you know what I mean? United are the biggest club commercially in the world. He's not going to get a better club than Man United. It's not like he can go Real Madrid.
Nah.
You know what I mean? If Marcus Rashford leaves, where does he honestly end up? Do you know what I mean? At best, Arsenal. Like
that's
you know
what I
mean?
was about to say. I think maybe Arsenal could be
Arsenal
one of
at best, blood. With him, with Raheem Shillings and them, man, they're just dusting it out, blood. You know them ones there. Like he's, bruv, dusty. If he leaves Man United, at best he gets Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? He's done, man. 27 years old, and his best days are behind him. Yeah, man. He's finished, man. You know? So I don't really know what happens, innit? So I don't really know what happens.
Wait, how do you see this Chelsea game going in your mind? Because I said we're winning. I'm saying we're winning.
Brother, it can be new manager bounce, Old Trafford gas. I think we can beat Chelsea. Like, I haven't written it off. Like, I've said it. I think it's going to be a draw, but I haven't written off the idea of beating Chelsea because we're Manchester United, bro. And this is why I always talk with so much vim here, regardless, is because, brother, even when we're shit, we're still Man United. We can still do things that other teams cannot do, bro. Like, we still have that aura. We still have that. Like, if Man United turn around and beat Chelsea, yeah, 2-0, yeah, on Sunday, no one's surprised. No one. Let's be real. No one is surprised, bro. As much as, yeah, we're supposed to be going through a bad spell and Chelsea are supposed to be going through a good spell. No one's surprised if we turn around and we beat them. No one. So
I said we got the element of surprise because I'm like, what's Maresca's meant? What's his homework? What, the Leicester game?
Yeah, no, they said that he's been looking at PSV games because he has to look at that.
Exactly. So the element of surprise.
Absolutely.
All on our
absolutely. Because just like in boxing, bro, when you get them last minute opponents, you can't study them. Like Ruiz and AJ, bro. Last minute filling, you've been training to fight someone else, and then a brother, 10 days notice, accepts the fight. You ain't got enough time to do your homework. You're in there working it out, get clipped with something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree as well. Like, I don't know what it is. I know a lot of them will say along the lines of, oh, but look at our midfield. I'm like, yeah, but look at your flanks. They're exposed. You know, I think Newcastle showed even at the bridge and also at their own gaff, even though it was against the B team, is that it's always for me is the wingers, the wing play. And I think if that's and I'm not going to be funny, this is where I would like a Højlund to start using a little bit more of his strength if he plays, because I don't think their centre backs are strong like that. I think
it's not just the strength. I don't think it's the strength. I think the way to beat Chelsea is in between the lines. I don't think it's the physicality at all, because Chelsea leaves space in between the lines because Cole Palmer plays in the 10 and he doesn't really defend, innit? So it's almost like they play a 4-4-2, but they've got two brilliant centre mids in Lavia and Caicedo. But if you can exploit the space in between Cole Palmer, in between the Lavia and Caicedo and Chelsea's defense or their strikers, It's them little half spaces. If you can exploit those spaces, you can exploit Chelsea. The problem is our midfield, like Bruno has to have the game of his life.
Yeah.
Because he has to be a genuine extra man in midfield. If he
yeah.
vacates the space, then it cancels out Cole Palmer, and then Cole Palmer wins because Cole Palmer is the better footballer. So it's one of them ones where Bruno has to do the work that Cole Palmer's not gonna do, basically, and create a 3v2.
Well, I'm hoping our fullbacks get high up because against Leicester, this is one thing I'd say about Chelsea: back post. Always the back post. If you can get whips like that at the back post all the time, we'll have a fun time. We'll have a fun time for me. I don't care if it's Tosin or Fofana or Colwill for that matter, or Reece James at the back post. Actually, Reece James kind of good at the back post, but do you know what I mean? Like Reece James will play, but I just wonder if they're gonna either play Gusto at left back or they're gonna play Cucurella.
They're gonna play Gusto.
I hope
they're gonna
so.
play Gusto.
I hope so. He's 50-50 to play, apparently, according to one of them in the chat.
Cucurella inverting has been really, really good for them, you know.
Yeah, he has. And that's why I'm hoping it's more Gusto at left back, because Gusto ain't exactly at the time of his life at left back. Do you know what I mean? Why? What's wrong with Cucurella? Is he why is he not like the nailed on one to play?
What do you mean? He's right-footed, that's why.
No, because I mean, why would he have him at left back and not have Cucurella left back? Like, why would it be? Because what? So he can fit in Reece James or something? Like, I don't. Why would that happen?
I have no idea, bro. I have no idea. You know what I mean? But Enzo knows what he's doing.
Oh, Reece James is at left back. Oh, swear.
No, I don't think Reece James is going to play left back, is he? Oh, then again, I think he played the other game, didn't he, Reece James?
Yeah, run it. Don't mind it.
Yeah, Reece James at left back is going to be better, to be fair, because Cucurella, when he did, I mean, not Cucurella, when Gusto played there, he didn't really have a great game the last time I saw him play there.
Calm. Don't mind it. As long as Reece James can't attack on that favoured right foot in some instances and just plays us in the back three, I don't mind it. Just do it.
Fairs.
Yeah, because I'm not trying to see Jackson and all them man at the back post on Neto, because Neto's gonna piss me off. Do you know what I mean? I'm sick of that guy, man.
Yeah, he's a nuisance, isn't it?
Yeah, he is a nuisance. Oh man,
a nuisance. You don't run up the lights, man. Let's run these up, man. We need to get those up, and also if you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. We're 22 away from 108,000 or something like that. So if you ain't subscribed, make sure you run it up.
How long you been on YouTube now, officially, like in your own channel?
It depends, because I went to Twitch in it for 2 years, but since 2017, I think I started this channel.
Mad, 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah, run up the lights, people. Run them up. Yeah, what were you saying, my G?
I was saying like flipping 100,000. We just hit 27, so
bro, it's a snowball, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It picks up and then it picks up, bro. The more you have, the more you get in it. That's just life.
I got a feeling though, Rashford scoring. If these man think they ain't getting a goal against him at Old Trafford by Rashford, I don't know. He likes Chelsea. Sometimes it makes me think I'd rather Rashford go left wing. I don't know if I'm not even too sure if I like the Rashford on the right wing gimmick anymore. But
no, it's awful, bro. He don't do nothing there, bro. Like he's not. That's not his position, bro.
Yeah. I just don't.
He got the one assist, for Garnacho, and now they're trying to gas it. Rashford on the right wing, is useless, bro. Like Rashford on the left wing is an actual threat, Rashford on the right, no. Garnacho's better on the right.
What, more simplified in his game?
Yeah, bro. Rashford on the left, all he does is cut in and he can't cross. Do you know what I mean? And his shooting's rubbish as well. Like, at least Rashford can strike the ball, bro. Rashford's a way better striker of the ball.
My annoying part is he just doesn't make enough runs. Like, just like, see where Garnacho was. Don't get me wrong. I think there was one where he actually missed an open goal against, who is it? Was it West Ham? I think it was West Ham where he missed that open goal.
He missed the open goal, went round.
But it's just like, he just never makes those back post runs. That's what pisses me off. He just doesn't do it enough.
Yeah, because Rashford, you know what it is with Rashford? He's not a willing runner like Garnacho, Like, he's definitely lazy, bruv, when it comes to making runs. But it's also like, Garnacho makes runs out of willingness, not intelligence. He just keeps making runs. Whereas Rashford, he's not willing to make the runs, and also he's not smart either. Do you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So he's dead, man. Like, I don't, you know, it's just Rashford's lack of football IQ. This is why I say he doesn't survive. He doesn't survive this manager,
Survive.
because
Yeah,
if you
surviving
don't have
Harry.
football IQ and intelligence, yeah, because bro, listen, not all footballers are created equally, yeah. But if you're not a runner, you have to be smart. You can't be dumb, yeah, and lazy. You know them ones. You got to pick a struggle. At least Garnacho ain't smart, but he runs. Rashford ain't smart and he don't run. So that's why he's infuriating. He's
Mm.
infuriating because it's not even like he doesn't run because he's clever and he picks up smart positions. He picks up dumb positions and he's lazy, bro. Like, he's literally a manager's nightmare, bro. Like, this is just what it is, bro. At least with Garnacho, yeah, the reason why he gets in areas to score goals is because it's law of averages. He just keeps making runs. They're not intelligent runs, but at least they're runs. The same with Rasmus, like, he don't make intelligent runs, but he just keeps running. So sooner or later, something's gonna fall to you if you just keep gambling, innit? If you keep playing the lottery, you got more chance of winning than if you just don't play, bruv. Do you get what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
What can we do to get Am out of game, man?
Oh, no, I think Ahmed will be fine, bro, because he's intelligent and he's technically very good. I think that Amarim's gonna enjoy having access to Amad Diallo. I think he's one of the players that this new manager I think this new manager is going to change his career more than anyone else's, because he's always been on the periphery. He's left-footed, so he's already a gem, because we don't have loads of left-footed players, bro. Like, when you look at our left-footed attackers, it's just him and Anthony.
Yeah, on attacking spots, yeah.
It's just him and Anthony. There's no one else. Do you know what I mean? And Anthony's not really well liked at the club as a whole by the hierarchy and everything like that. Anthony's kind of seen as Ten Hag's baby. You know, the ones, the face of Ten Hag's failure is Anthony, bro. Like, if we're being real, Anthony, and you could argue Mason Mount.
Well, he's gonna go anyways. Eventually, whether it's
Mm,
January or the summer, he's got to go in it. Pretty
mm.
much for me, anyways.
So no, I don't know, man. I
But
think
I still reckon we win 3-1. I'm still putting 3-1 out on this Chelsea game. That's me. That's just me.
I think 1-1, man. Oh yeah, I forgot. Hoyland's a left footer as well, man. But I didn't mean striker, bro. Know what I mean, it doesn't matter what foot Hoyland is. He hasn't got one good one. But yeah, no, it'll be interesting, man. It'll be interesting, but yeah, I think a draw is fine.
Yeah, more than likely. But
I think a draw is
I
fine.
don't want it to be though, man, because it's just I just really want to dunk on these lot, man.
I don't care, bro. I'm so relaxed about this situation.
Do you know what it is? When
so
I
happy, bro.
For me, I'm hoping Tottenham lose, and obviously the game prior, because it's like I need to cuss a couple man in it. Like, the shittest team of United is above Tottenham all of a sudden, or 3 points behind Chelsea. I need it. I just need it. I just need to shame some man that's being, obviously, don't get me wrong, they're doing good things at their club, but it doesn't mean they can't be embarrassing to regard.
I hear that. I hear that completely. Big up, guys, man. Run up the lights, man. If you haven't subscribed as well, make sure you hit the subscribe button. But we're 20 away from 108,000, which is lit. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. What is the Sporting game is not the same day. United don't play the same day as Sporting, do they?
No, they're playing City at Sporting next week, Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll definitely be watching that. I'm not gonna watch the Sporting game tonight. I'm watching Stuttgart against Leverkusen tonight. I was thinking about watching the Sporting game, but they're not playing a team that should really give them any problems. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think I'm gonna watch the Stuttgart game against Leverkusen, because that should be a good game. I'll be real. So I don't know. What time is the Sporting game?
I'll check it now.
What time is it?
It's against Estrella at 8:15.
Hey, that's a fucking beer, innit? Estrella or something.
Estrella. I don't know what the hell it is. Oh yeah, it is a beer. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I think I don't know. It might be a Stuttgart team, bro. It might be a Stuttgart thing, bro. Do you know what I mean? Or I don't know. I might do the Sporting game. Maybe. If you would rather watch the Sporting game than the Stuttgart game, you can watch the Sporting game. I'm easy. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm easy. If you want to do the sporting game, we can do Sporting Lisbon. I'm definitely gonna watch Sporting Man City because that's gonna give me a good idea of how Amorim's gonna set up against the bigger teams. Do you know what I'm saying? Like seeing how he sets up against Pep Guardiola is gonna give us a good indication about how he approaches games because obviously he's gonna be approaching this game with obviously lesser players than the players he'll have at Man United. So I think that's a vital game to watch because that's going to show us a different side because it's all well and good seeing him play against teams that he should beat. But when he's playing against teams where potentially he's supposed to lose the game, it's going to be interesting to see and how he sets up what route he takes, if that makes sense.
I expect extra effort against Man City as well.
Oh, 100%, bro. He's a Man United manager, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? Man's going to want to finish these man off, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? No Diddy, fam. That's it. Man said Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia are both hoping to be fit under, bro. Fuck. Luke Shaw can fuck off, man. You know what I mean? Bro, I'm tired, man. I'm tired, bro. Like, bro, just when I see his name, I get angry, blood. Do you know what I mean? Because you see the amount of shit I had to deal with from top Reds, yeah, sucking off Luke Shaw, bro, when I told them, man, he was dead. Do you know what I mean? Like, told the man he was dead so long ago, and people always defending this Luke Shaw, bro. He's more protected than the fucking US president, blood. I'm telling you, Luke Shaw. He's gotten away with so much shit, yeah, at this club. Do you know what I mean? And bro, I can't stand him, bro. He's literally the new Phil Jones, blood. But at least Phil Jones actually held smoke, bro. Luke Shaw he's got immunity, bro. He just gets away with just not being available, you know. And everything is, when he gets back. Luke Shaw, man are doing combined 11, trying to put Luke Shaw in a game he ain't played for a year and that. The man are like, oh yeah, we should try him at centre back. Bro, how about we sell him, bruv? Or how about we just cancel his contract, bruv? How about that? Because he don't play anyway. We're literally paying him to stay at home. So why don't we just cancel his contract? Why don't we just cancel his contract? Because we're paying him to stay at home anyway.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to see it this summer, man.
You know what I mean? Them man say on his day. That's the favorite thing for Luke Shaw. On his day.
He's been there since Louis Van Gaal, man. You know how long ago that was?
It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm tired, guys. I'm tired. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that we've got a new manager, or should I say a new head coach, because he's not the manager. Do you know what I mean? He's a head coach. And that's what it is. United have gone away from this manager thing. And it's now head coach, and it's now working with Wilcox, and it's a new setup. This is officially the beginning of Ineos era, bro. And this is where you start judging these guys on recruitment-wise, performance-wise. You start judging them from now. All this other shit before, it wasn't theirs. So, man, them have to be balanced with it. You know what I'm saying? But no, people, big up everyone. Let's get 150 more likes. We got 650. Make sure you subscribe to Cass's channel as well. It's in the title. Do you know what I'm saying? So
nearly there. 5K flipping 5K target for now. Might even skip that, man. Might just say 10K on it.
This guy said skip 5K, you know, straight to 10. So yeah, man. You lot just make sure you subscribe to Cass's channel if you haven't already. Obviously Rants and Gunner at 5 o'clock as usual. You man already know what's going on. Yeah, Chelsea linked to Anthony as well. That's crazy.
That's that when I said it as Bants, so it's annoyed them, but it's from that dodgy source. What's his name? Fisher Ches or something like that. They said this like 2 weeks ago. I can't remember his name, but it's a shameless link in it.
I don't know, bro. To be honest, yeah.
Why would they want him? They got enough in
the money. Yeah, bro, who knows, man? Do you know what I mean? Like, bro, I wouldn't put it past Chelsea to see something that we don't see, bro, because I still think that there's a player in there. I genuinely do. So it's one of them ones. But you know what I kind of don't like, yeah, about the culture in this country is like, bro, them man, they could just turn anyone into a meme, yeah, and for no reason. You know, like that. For no reason.
Yeah.
Like Anthony, yeah, is not as bad, yeah, as these man are making out. Then he's not, bro. If anyone's been a victim of Ten Hag, yeah, how come, yeah, everyone else is a victim of Ten Hag, but not Anthony, bro? You know them ones. Like a lot of men have already decided that they don't even want to give Anthony a chance, bro. And to be honest,
I don't see Chelsea getting. They got that Stalvo coming and all these
no,
young.
yeah, I don't think they want him either. But the point is, Anthony was never given a chance here when he came in. Quite similar to Xerxes. As soon as these men come in, them man have been getting ran from the beginning. Like there's
I'm just not his fan. He got rewarded performance. I mean, like obviously start after start after start, like Rashford, like Garnacho's and something. It just hasn't been. It just hasn't moved me. But in the new system, we'll see in it. I reckon he can still play in one of those 10s as well. And he's not bad in possession.
No, but that's what I'm trying to say. That's why I think he can do the wing back job, because in possession he's good.
Yeah,
and he's a willing runner, bro.
They'll see about wing back. Come after like 6-7 weeks when he's back, or 5 weeks, we'll see him. Trust me.
It depends though, because the owners might just want to get him off the wage bill because he's on 220k, and I wouldn't blame them if that's the case, bro. Because for what we're gonna use him for, he don't deserve to be on 220k.
Nah, nowhere near.
I would only keep him if he wants to take 100 grand a week pay cut. I'd keep him. You know them ones, because the reality is, yeah, if he was on 120, it's no problem, but 220 is ludicrous. Do you get it?
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's exciting though, man. If you're a United fan, that's all.
No, 100% is people. Do you know what I mean? So
new shiny toys, all sorts.
Yeah, 100. You know what I mean? So big up everyone inside, man. Make sure you sub to Cass's channel. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll redirect you guys over there. He's gonna do. Well, he's got a show scheduled already.
I'm gonna do a little preview for like 25 minutes because I've got a dip. Like I said,
that's what I mean. So I'll redirect you guys over there. Do you know what I mean? Make sure you subscribe if you're new over there. And then obviously we will be back here with Lee Gunner at 5 o'clock. And yeah, that you man already know that's gonna be jokes.